Have you ever pondered about the roots of yoga? How it has evolved from ancient sacred rituals to the widely embraced form of exercise and relaxation we see today? Sit back and let us dive deeper into the intriguing progression of yoga, right from its inception to its contemporary form. Our story takes us back in time, over 5,000 years ago, in the mystical lands of northern India. It was here, the cradle of the Indus-Sarasvati civilization, that the genesis of yoga took place. The people of this ancient civilization are acknowledged for establishing this comprehensive practice that weaves together body, mind, and spirit. This claim is supported by captivating archaeological evidence. Stone seals discovered in their settlements, etched with illustrations of yoga postures. Visualize for a moment the intricacies of these carvings, the precise detailing of the postures, which has remarkably survived millennia. From its birth in the Indus-Sarasvati civilization, we trace the evolution of yoga as it transitioned from the ancient spiritual practices to its modern-day form. Witness the metamorphosis of yoga, an enduring symbol of the wisdom of the ancients, now a popular form of exercise and relaxation that transcends cultural and geographical boundaries. The story of yoga is not just about postures, but a testament to humanity's ceaseless quest for physical well-being and spiritual enlightenment. Jumping ahead to the pre-classical era, the Upanishads, ancient Sanskrit texts that are visually represented by elegant Sanskrit calligraphy on palm leaf manuscripts, brought forth the concept of ritual sacrifice. This led to the evolution of what we now recognize as classical yoga. Central to this transformation is Patanjali's Yoga Sutras, a profound compilation of 195 aphorisms. Imagine an ancient handwritten book, each statement providing a guiding principle to the yoga we practice today. It's like a philosophical compass, steering the practitioners towards enlightenment. At the core of Patanjali's teachings lies the Eightfold Path, or Astanga Yoga, intricately depicted as an eight-spoked wheel, a symbol of the path to liberation. Let's delve deeper. The first component, yama, is beautifully illustrated as a set of ethical standards, a compass pointing towards moral virtues. Next, niyama, personal observances, depicted as a mirror, symbolizing self-reflection and discipline. Asana, represented by various body postures, is a sequence of physical exercises, portrayed as a graceful dance between strength and flexibility. Pranayama, breath control, an integral part of any yoga practice, is depicted as a feather floating in the air, indicating the control of life force. Pratyahara, the withdrawal of senses, is portrayed as a serene lake, reflecting the introspective nature of this practice. Dharana, concentration, is symbolized as a steady flame, representing the focused mind. Dhyana, meditation, is shown as a tranquil forest, a symbol of peace and clarity. Lastly, samadhi, union with the divine, comes to life in the artwork as a radiant sun, symbolizing the ultimate goal of yoga, spiritual enlightenment and bliss. Advancing further, the Bhagavad Gita, a 700-verse Hindu scripture, amplified the recognition of yoga by introducing its diverse forms. First, we have karma yoga, represented by an image of a person performing selfless service to others. It's the path of selfless action, where one does their duty without any desire for the fruits of their work. Then we transition to Jnana Yoga, illustrated by an image of a student and teacher in deep discussion. It is the path of knowledge and wisdom, where one seeks to understand the nature of reality and self. Next, we zoom into Bhakti Yoga, depicted by an image of a devotee worshipping the divine. It is the path of devotion, where one shows undying love and reverence toward God. Lastly, we delve into Raja Yoga, depicted by an image of a person in a deep meditative state. It's the path of meditation, where one trains their mind to achieve inner peace and self-realization. Each of these paths offers a unique approach to attain spiritual enlightenment, as propagated by the Bhagavad Gita. Transitioning to the medieval period, we encounter the birth of Hatha Yoga. This branch of yoga, which saw its inception during this epoch, placed a strong emphasis on the purification of the physical being. This act of purifying the physical body was believed to lead to the cleansing of the mind or vital energy. Diving deeper into the practice of Hatha Yoga, this ancient discipline involved physical postures or asanas, breathing techniques, and meditation. Ultimately, the essence of Hatha Yoga lay not just in physical fitness, but in paving the path for spiritual enlightenment and purification of the mind or vital energy. In the late 19th and early 20th century, a fascinating wave of Eastern spirituality made its way to the West. At the forefront of this movement was the ancient practice of yoga, carried by influential yoga gurus such as Swami Vivekananda. Picture a young dynamic Swami with his penetrating eyes and radiant aura, traveling to foreign lands, his message resonating with the thirsty souls of the West. Swami Vivekananda's groundbreaking speech at the World's Parliament of Religions in 1893 introduced yoga to the Western world, sparking a lasting interest in its spiritual, physical, and mental benefits. Visualize images showcasing newspaper clippings of this historic event, postcards sent to India, and the intriguing crowd at the Parliament. Fast forward to today, and yoga has evolved into a global phenomenon. Imagine vibrant images of millions practicing yoga across the planet, from the golden beaches of California to the bustling cityscapes of Tokyo. Aerial shots of outdoor yoga festivals, intimate snapshots of individuals in serene meditation, and fast-paced montages of intense yoga workouts reflect the rich diversity of yoga as practiced today. This is a testament to yoga's enduring appeal, underscoring the physical, mental, and spiritual benefits it continues to offer worldwide. In recap, the journey of yoga is a rich tapestry woven over thousands of years. It began in the fertile lands of the Indus-Sarasvati civilization, where early forms of yoga were practiced as a means of spiritual growth and self-understanding. As we move forward through the timeline, fade into an intriguing image that depicts the ancient yogis and their rudimentary practices. The evolutionary leap from there to the classical era, marked by Patanjali's Eightfold Path, is an integral piece of this history. Patanjali, often considered the father of classical yoga, systematized these practices into what he called the Eightfold Path, a guide to living a meaningful and purposeful life. Here, pan to an illustration that represents the 8 steps, from ethical standards, yamas, to self-realization, samadhi. Transitioning to the Bhagavad Gita, we see that it introduces us to diverse forms of yoga. This revered scripture of ancient India illuminates paths like Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Jnana Yoga, each of which represents a unique approach to achieving spiritual enlightenment. Bring to life these paths with vibrant images. A person lost in devotional prayer for Bhakti Yoga, another performing service for Karma Yoga, and a scholar immersed in contemplative study for Jnana Yoga. We then arrive at the practice of Hatha Yoga, a method that uses asanas or postures, and pranayama or breath control to prepare the body for deeper spiritual practices. Showcase an image of a yogi gracefully practicing Hatha Yoga, the physical postures echoing serenity and strength. The story of yoga is testament to its enduring power and universal appeal, transcending borders and cultures. So, as we remember that yoga is more than just poses and breath control, but a lifestyle, a philosophy, and a way to achieve harmony of body, mind, and spirit, the next time you roll out your yoga mat, remember the rich history and profound philosophy that underpins each pose and breath.